welcome to the Cherry Purls podcast. This is episode 20.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we're a knitting and spinning podcast coming to you from outside New Orleans, Louisiana. And we're here to talk to you today. We're here to talk about our works in progress and a finished object, and we're here to draw some prizes.
I'm Mary.
I'm Robin. You can find me as TEENYBUTTON on Instagram and Ravelry, and you can find my Etsy shop, TEENYBUTTON Studio, where I sell hand-dyed yarn and project bags.
I'm Snippin' Full on Ravelry and Pinterest, and on Instagram, I am my Angry Orange Cat.
There is a podcast group on Ravelry. It is Cherry Purls Podcast. I will link it down below as usual. I'm sure y'all know the drill. And that's where you'll find our show notes for this episode and our question thread and our introductions thread. And that's where we will be drawing for prizes today. So are you ready to do that?
I'm ready.
So we recently finished up our Summer Colors Cal, hosted with Robin of the Stitching Between Pages podcast. That wrapped up on the 31st, and we've locked the threads. And we have 4 prizes to give away. 2 are physical, and then 2 are pattern prizes.
We had 24 gorgeous finished objects. I loved looking at every one of them. In fact, I made the mistake of commenting in the finished objects thread, you know, the one where I had also put no chatter.
Yeah.
But anyway, Robin deleted that. And
gotta keep you in line.
Yeah. Always a rogue. Anyway, you people do gorgeous work. I loved looking at each and every one of them. Beautiful patterns, beautiful colors. It was exciting to watch.
It was. So we have pre-drawn the pattern prizes, but we're going to do the physical prizes live, or as live as it gets since you're not watching this live.
But you'll see us draw them live.
Yeah.
So Robin will use her phone to draw the number, and then I will use my computer sitting over here to the side to see who that, what project that corresponds to.
Okay, you ready to get started?
I am ready.
All right, this is exciting. This is our first giveaway.
So the first person we're drawing for will be for the beautiful knot bag that Sue of the Tangled Skeins has generously donated as a prize.
If you want to go check out the bags in her shop, it's the Tangled Skeins CA.
And we'll link to her shop in the show notes.
And she's also the host of the Two Tangled Skeins podcast, if you want to go give her a look.
One of the hosts.
One of the hosts, yeah. Because she so generously donated one of her bags. So for that, what is it, 1, 2 through?
2 through 26.
2 through 26. So the winner for that is number 24. Turn on the brightness.
Can you not see it?
24.
Oh, and I'm sitting here looking at your phone instead of looking up who's 24.
24.
And 24 is, oh gosh, I should have scrolled from the top up. It is Millet, and that is, oh shoot.
What did you do?
I clicked on the wrong thing. That's Rosalie.
Hi,
and Rosalie knitted a gorgeous random act of color. I love the colors in that. I think that that's one of the shawls that I'm going to put in my queue. So
we will let Sue know that you're the winner, Rosalie, and she will be in contact with you to get your address and to see what bag you want.
That sounds great. Congratulations, Rosalie.
So
who's our second one?
Well, we have to show the prizes first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the second prize is this gorgeous skein. This is what Fleece Artist in the Kiki color, which is a limited edition.
Actually, it's Kiki. That's the
base?
Line of the line of the base, and the colorway is Puffin.
Oh, I thought it was Kiki because it reminded me of Kiki's delivery service, kind of.
No. So it's Fleece Artist yarn, and if you are participating in the Canada Cal, which runs, I think, through the end of September, this is a Canadian yarn, and you can use it to knit something.
And then you will also win your choice of these DPN cozies from Whimsy Stitches. You can pick one of these. So the winner for these prizes is, let's see, number 25.
Number 25 is OCD Knit Case, which is Diane. And Diane knit a gorgeous cameo shawl.
Oh, that one's in my queue.
Oh, I like that too.
I love the ones that are like striped with lace at the end.
Yeah.
Is that blue and white?
Yeah.
That's really
that
pretty.
one I'm not familiar with. I'm going to have to go look that one up.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Diane. Please message Robyn with your address so that we can get the package in the mail to you.
Yeah. And then we have our pattern prize winners. We drew those beforehand just to save a little bit of time. So the first winner was number 99 in the chatter thread. That is Curly RX, who is Melissa. Hi, Melissa. So email Mom with your choice of pattern, $7 or under, and we will gift it to you.
And the second pattern prize winner is Pony One, who is Hannah. So congratulations, Hannah. And Hannah, also please message me with the pattern of your choice, which is $7 or less, and I will gift that pattern to you.
Yeah. So are we going to contact them on Ravelry, or are we just going to wait for them to contact us?
We will wait for you to contact us. If you have not contacted us by the time the next podcast is aired, we will earburn you, or we'll message you on Ravelry.
You want to put those over there, keep them together?
All right. Thank you.
So that is the end of the Summer Colors Cal. Thank you to everyone who participated. And we have the hand-spun cal going on right now. It's not a cal for prizes. It's just an informal cal. But we do have another cal in the works for later this year, so stay tuned if you want to participate in that one. So I think that's all we have for administrative-y stuff.
I think so. There were no questions this week.
Yeah.
So I think that's it.
Yeah. So you have a faux, huh?
I have a finished object. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you will see that this was blocking. This is my the Love a Spider shawl, and it is finished, and I love it. It's quite big, so we start off here and we move.
You blocked the snot out of this thing.
So yeah, I love it. I usually block things pretty fervently. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but anyway, yeah, I'm not a mild blocker. I pretty much
oh my God, it's so soft.
Like to stretch my things out.
It's so soft.
Even though I sent the yarn prior to knitting with it, using the method that we had done the YouTube video on, I still did not even take the chance of soaking this, and I just pinned it out, and then I wet blocked it with a spray bottle. And
oh my goodness. This is for me, right?
You can borrow it. This not your colors.
It's not. It's LSU colors.
Yes. So I will have a great time wearing this if I attend any LSU games, or if I'm just sitting at home watching a game. I will wrap myself in school colors.
Oh my goodness.
You can never have enough purple and gold.
I love it. And the color work, the slip stitches blocked out so flat and so perfect.
It was weird because when you're knitting them, they're definitely 3D, in terms of their raised stitch and everything. But then
textured.
Yes, textured is the word I should use. And then whenever you block it out, it looks great. I did do a tiny bit of a modification on the edging. The edging was supposed to been done all in garter, but I didn't want to do the yellow or the gold row in garter because sometimes, depending on how you block it, it could, not show. So I didn't start the garter until after I did the gold.
You showed it close.
So yeah, that's it.
What's the yarn?
The yarn is Gritty Knits Nom in the colors Goldenrod and Violet. And I love it.
Was it worth the heartache?
Oh, absolutely. And the heartache was totally user driven. It was me. I just was not really paying attention. And even as I got further into the pattern, you can tell, how the pattern's supposed to go. You see how the stitches line up and everything. But I don't know why I wasn't paying attention. I think if I had looked at the charts, I am not a chart knitter. I like written instructions. So had I looked at the chart, it would have probably made sense to me a lot faster. Because once I got into the pattern in terms of like, okay, this is how it's supposed to fall, then I didn't have any problems with my stitch count. But it was just in the beginning before, I don't know. Numbers me just don't really work. But anyway, I love the shawl. It turned out great, and I recommend it to anyone.
She has some great patterns.
I love Melanie Berg. She does. She has some really gorgeous, gorgeous patterns, and I have quite a few in my stash.
I want to knit it now.
You should. Yeah. You should, because it's fun and it's pretty, and I love color work where you don't actually have to do strands, you know. But anyway, that's my only finished object for this week.
Okay, I have 3 whips.
All right.
How many you got?
I have one that is not present because I didn't get it out of the car. Do you want me to run to go get it out of the car? Okay. It's just a hat that I'm knitting for charity. It's one that you've seen before. It's, you know, not a new pattern.
The pink one?
Yeah, the pink one. And I talked about it, I think, last week.
I have some boring whips that y'all have seen before, for the most part. But I did a little bit of work, so I'll show you. It's all tangled up. These are my Added Elegance socks. I promise I worked on them. I know they look the same.
No, the leg is longer.
Yeah, that's where I was last week. Oops.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm working on them. This is the Added Elegance pattern by Mary Lucas.
Oh, I should probably turn my phone
And
off.
the yarn is Knox Yarn Company in her Banana Stand colorway. And she's doing a giveaway right now on Instagram. I believe she's at Knox Yarn Company, at Knox Yarn Co. For a skein of this yarn.
Same yarn?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
And you can enter for the Banana Stand by commenting, and you can enter for her Potions Master colorway by reposting. But I try not to repost. But I already have a skein of yarn, so even though her Potions Master colorway is gorgeous.
I have to go check that one out.
Yeah, so Banana Stand. And I know y'all have seen it before, but people are really liking it.
It's really pretty. I mean, I love the way it kind of stripes up. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm enjoying them so much. And I'm kind of bringing around, I have both of my current sock whips in my Run Knit dig bag with the Siamese kitties on it that matches my phone. So, that way I can pick whichever one I want to work on at any given time.
Yeah, or you could just stick your hand in and say, who do I get today?
Yeah.
Who's the lucky individual?
Yeah, so I know that one's kind of boring because y'all have seen it before, but I'm really enjoying it and I'm working on it, so I might as well show it.
Makes
So
sense.
that's my first whip.
Go ahead, do another one. Because I only have the one I'm showing.
Oh, look at you. Only one.
Well, no, I have 2, but I'm only showing
Yeah,
one.
but you only have the one.
With me.
Yeah. Okay, so these are the I Heart Bees socks that I said I was going to start last week. Oh, I did start them last week.
Mm-hmm.
I just had the toe. So there's my little
that looks just like honeycomb.
Isn't that gorgeous? This is the I Heart Bees socks by Vanessa Townley of the Kilt to Craft podcast. And I love it. I really do.
That's really a cool pattern.
Yeah, this cake is a hot mess. But, oh my goodness. I don't even know how this happened.
Oh, I know how it happened.
Where's the end?
Here, stop. I'll fix it.
Okay. Anyway, this yarn is
Pearl.
February Storms.
Pearl's at my leg, at my feet now, trying to get the yarn hanging off.
February Storms yarn. And the color, she had a real colorway name. I think she called it Pastel Yellow Peach. So, and then there's my little Sucre macaroni. And I'm really enjoying it. It's just a really enjoyable knit. I mean, it's taken a while. I did that. That's all I got done yesterday. And I worked on it a couple hours. Just because every time I do the cable row, I get interrupted. And I forget which way I'm cabling. And I'm doing it without a cable needle. So it's really easy to drop stitches.
Well, but you also need, I mean, if you're doing cables, you need to pay attention to where you are.
Yeah. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like, you can kind of tell which cable leans which way to make the honeycomb shape.
Yeah, but if you're someplace where you're going to get interrupted, I would do something vanilla.
I was doing it at work, so.
Well, you're a better person than I, because I would not be able to do that.
Yeah.
When I was getting interrupted. Yeah. God, I love that bowl of macaroni.
I know, it matches so well. I can't get over how cute it is.
That is adorable.
Yeah, it was like it was made for this project.
It's perfect.
Yeah. So those are my 2 sock whips. I have my blanket to show in a minute.
Well, I showed this last week. This is the barley hat. And last week I was here, and I probably could have had this project finished, but I ran into an issue, which seems to be a common issue with me, called Mary did not read the pattern. So the barley hat, this is the first pattern I've knit by Tin Can Knits, and I don't know if they do this on all of their patterns or not, but in the beginning, they tell you how many yards each size of the hat needs, which I think is brilliant. Now that I've read the pattern, but I'm used to hat patterns when they give, they start off and they tell you how many cast on stitches you need. And so, you've got a row of sizes and you figure out which ones you're cast on. And when I saw those row of numbers, I assumed those were the cast on stitches, not the number of yards the hat takes. So I was probably maybe here on the hat. And I'm like, I wonder when I need to start decreasing, and I couldn't remember which size hat I was making. So I'm like, well, I'll count my cast on stitches. And so I went back and I counted my cast on stitches, and I had a total of, let me see what it says. I had 110 cast on stitches. Well, there is no pattern size that calls for 110 cast-on stitches, because the largest number of cast-on stitches is 96, and that's for an adult large. And I was knitting I think a child. No, I was knitting an adult's. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, that's way more. Oh, okay. I was knitting a child size. Okay. Still having trouble reading. Yeah. Anyway, so I had to rip it out, start over. Now I have the correct number of stitches, and I do enjoy the hat. I like the fact that it's got this garter section in it, and I know the yarn is dark and it's kind of hard to see it, but I'm enjoying it. So this is being knit in... Oh, I didn't put oh yeah. This is knit in Moda Day. I think that's how it's called. Washable wool in plum. And this is just a charity hat that I'm knitting that I'll give away to somebody. Yeah. So yeah. So from now on, I will read the full pattern and not just say, oh, I know how to knit hats. I've knit 1,000 hats, and just assume that's the cast on, when it's really how many yards of yarn it'll use, which is nice to know.
It is.
So that's it for me.
Okay, I have my blanket that I've been working on a little bit this week. I want to show y'all how many minis I have. I have an obscene number of minis. This is full of mini skeins. So, yeah, these are all mini skeins. It's ridiculous. It's like,
I don't know if you can see in the hole.
Like it's just riddled with mini skeins.
Oh.
Yeah, most of them aren't even mine. Some of them are like the extras after I wind off my shop minis, but most of them are ones I've gotten in trades or ones I've used the yarn for. So this is my blanket. Y'all have seen it before. I did 4 squares. Could you hold that side for me?
Yes, ma'am.
I did 4 squares this week. These 4 on the side. This is from my Shire set. This is
that looks like more than 4.
Brandywine River. Yeah, Brandywine River. Oh, it's 5. I can't count. Oops.
I can't read.
This is the Brandywine River colorway from my Shire set. This is a mini I got in a swap from Creative Mama Makes. This is Felici and Time Traveler that I got from you.
Mm-hmm.
This is from my Princess Bride set. This is Humperdinck. And then this one is Knitology Springy Sock in the Miss Etiquette colorway that I knit my socks out of, my Hermione socks. So I usually like to square it off. I have one square down here that's not squared off, but it is what it is.
Well, it'll be squared off when you put the next one on, right?
Yeah, but I wanted to show it because I'm working on it this week. I wanted something kind of mindless to kind of hold me over until the RAVE Olympics start. RAVE Games start. I always call it the RAVE Olympics.
I don't know. I've just started calling it the RAVE Games, which that way I don't have to worry about, offending the U.S. Olympic Committee.
Yeah, well. And then it fits just enough room in this bag for my blanket with my minis. Perfect. My Feeling Super Fine bag. I think this is from Knit Picks.
It is.
Feeling Super Fine.
It was a Christmas present. Yeah.
So that's all I got for this
Well,
week.
speaking of the Ravelinic games, do you know what you're going to be
Oh
doing?
yeah, yes, I do.
So did you join a team?
No. I will today. I will probably after we finish filming. I'm going to edit, and then I'm going to upload it, and then I'm going to go look.
Because they start tomorrow.
No, it starts today. Starts whenever they light the torch.
I don't know why my days are all mixed up. I was thinking it started Sunday yesterday, and then yesterday I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, it starts on Saturday.
No, starts today.
Starts today. Yeah. Today is August the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tonight is the opening ceremony. So yeah, you need to get cracking, girlfriend.
I need to swatch. Okay, so I decided.
I love.
So the first Ravelinic games we did was 2012. Does that sound right? 2010.
I think we did 2010.
The first two I did like a hat, which at the time I guess was a challenge because the first one I never done cables before, so I did a cabled hat. Last Ravelinic games I did a pair of socks, which in 2014 for me to do a pair of socks in 2.5 weeks was a stretch. But this year I'm going to attempt a sweater. I have knit a sweater before in 3 weeks, but it was worsted weight. So I'm going to try to knit a fingering weight sweater in what is it, 18 days? Something like that?
Something like that. I don't know exactly.
So I decided I'm going to do the Made Wool Sweater by Joji Locatelli. And I'm going to use my yarn. This is my Slick base, which is an MCN base. And this colorway is I Just Blew Myself, which is a joke from Arrested Development. And I only have I only have 2 skeins of this dyed up so far. It's probably going to take 3 or 4. So I think I'll match close enough. I'm pretty good. Like I don't have dye lots for my yarns, but this one is just like a straight tonal, so I don't have to worry about mixing. So I'm not too concerned about switching skeins. But we'll see whenever I finish my sweater and I have like a delineation between the skeins. But.
Now, have you bought the pattern yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Now, if you see this in time, Joji is has a sale on her patterns that ends today. It's 20% off of her patterns.
Is that exclusive for her mailing list people? Because I didn't see it on the page.
No, it's in that Love in the Freebies group.
Oh, okay.
That's where I saw it first. So I mentioned this last podcast. There is a Ravelry group called Love in the Freebies, and in that thread, in that group, they have 2 threads. One is free for a limited period of time. Well, they actually have 3 lists going. One is free forever. One is free for a limited period of time. And then they also have one for when patterns are on sale for a limited time. And she posted in there and gave a coupon code. So if you are wanting to knit any of Joji's patterns, which I can't think of one that I wouldn't want to knit, if you see this in time, you can run over there and get a sale on patterns. That's something that I did last week is I bought some patterns and
So Made Wool Sweater, I'm gonna after we finish this and I join a Ravelry group, I join a Ravelympics group, I'm gonna swatch, I guess. I
can't decide what I want to do. Part of me wants to just do one big project, and then part of me wants to try to see to get how many medals I can get for different projects.
Well, it's supposed to be about challenging yourself, which is why I chose the sweater.
Well, but it is a challenge if you're trying to get a number of projects done within a certain period of time. Yeah. I mean, it depends on what you feel your challenge is. Mm-hmm. So I haven't decided what my projects are yet. I am soaking or setting dye and some yarn for a project I'm going to be doing that I haven't.
Ooh, you know what I saw? I sent it to you on Instagram. I saw a beautiful On the Spice Market shawl done with a gradient set.
Yeah, my only problem is that I was thinking of doing On the Spice Market for this set, but I don't know if I have enough in my gradients because those are Miss Babs gradients that the original pattern was knit with, and I don't know if my other gradient sets have enough. Even though this is a Miss Babs gradient set that I was planning on using, I had already chosen the project for it. It's a it's a pink set, and I want to knit Back to the Fuchsia, So,
that's cute.
Yeah, so that's the one that I'm knitting with that. But I have some other gradient sets, and I thought about maybe doing this on the Spice Market with one of those, but I'm not sure if I have enough yardage, and then I don't know if I have something in my stash that would fit in with the gradient line. So I need to.
I can give you a bear yarn if you want.
I haven't decided, but yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing it.
Okay.
I mean, I really,
yeah.
I mean, I have that pattern already, so I'm knitting it at some point. I just don't know when I'm knitting it.
You ready to do stash?
Sure.
You got some stuff thrown at you?
I had some yarn thrown at me, and then last week I talked about that I was going to mention the patterns that I bought, but I'm just gonna.
We have a lot of stuff to show.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk about the patterns. I'll just talk about the patterns whenever I knit them.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do this first?
Sure. So, I guess what was it in May?
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I placed an order with Desert Vista Dye Works for some yarn. I bought 2 skeins. Robyn bought 1, and she has a list on her website as to, you know, if your order number is this is when it's going to get dyed. And I knew when I ordered it that the yarn would most likely come in after we moved, but I just totally forgot to notify her about the change of address. So we moved and everything. We had the change of address in place in plenty of time, and the post office still delivered it to the old address. And my understanding is that the people who bought our house just said, hey, this person doesn't live here. And the post office said, hey, well, that package is undeliverable. We're just going to mail it back to the sender, which, you know, is very disappointing. Yeah. And so, you know, you look online and you're like, where's my yarn? And you see, hey, on July 15th, they tried to deliver it and to the wrong place, even though they still had the change of address. And so I called the post office, and I got one person on the phone, and she's like, oh, well, they sent it back to New Orleans, and they're going to put the sticker on it, and it'll be there in a couple of days. And so days passed, and nothing happened. And so I called again and spoke with a different person, and I kind of expressed to her my extreme disappointment in already paying for shipping, and if they send it back, then who's going to pay the shipping for it to come back to me again? You know, I shouldn't have to pay for it since I've already paid for shipping once, and I followed post office procedure by sending or giving them a change of address in plenty of time. And so anyway, you know how you can check things online. Well, and there was no movement on my package, no more scans. And then all of a sudden, a couple of days after that, we see that the package has shown up in North Texas. And I'm like, North Texas? You know, why is it in North Texas? So my line of thinking is it's heading back over to Arizona, where Desert Vista Dye Works is. And I'm, you know, again, not happy. And then next thing I know, it goes back to New Orleans. So it did finally make its way to us. I don't know why it had to go to North Texas first, but it went back to New Orleans, got sent back to Mandeville, which then I called.
That's our old address.
Which I called the Mandeville post office, and I'm like, someone's still messing up over there. And the guy went and checked, and they said, no, they caught it in time, that somebody didn't look at the yellow sticker, and they rerouted it to the Madisonville post office, and then it came in. So Robyn and I were really wanting our Desert Vista Dye Works.
It's a long story, isn't it?
I know. I was just really frustrated by the post office because you also had a package that they delivered to the wrong address. And yours is even different. You had the Knitology subscription box. The first month, it came here fine. But then the next month, they delivered it to the old house.
And then it went to North Houston.
And then it went to North Texas, too.
Well, I mean, North Houston is what it said.
Oh, yours said North Houston?
Mm-hmm.
Mine says North Texas.
It's weird.
I'm like, where in North Texas? Anyway.
Texas gets all of our yarn.
I know.
Yeah, so Desert Vista Dye Works.
Yes. So we have some Desert Vista to show. I have 2 colorways.
This is my first ever Desert Vista, but
really?
It's not yours.
Oh, I love this yarn. This in Mustache. Love it, love it. So this is a colorful celebration. And look how gorgeous that is. Okay. So this is like tons and tons of color and happiness and joy.
My head. No, I love it. My head is
hard. You're trying to be covered? So that's this. And then the second one I got was Bond, James Bond, and the colorway is Goldfinger. And when I was a little girl, my parents used to take us to the drive-in movie. And we would pop this big, big bag of popcorn. And then we had a station wagon. And my sister and I would probably fall asleep in the back of the car while my mom and dad sat in the front and watched the movies. And one of the movies was Goldfinger. Mm-hmm. And I remember that movie freaked me out. Have you ever seen it? Because I remember in one scene they paint this woman gold and she dies. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why that stuck with me. I don't know how old I was. But this is like right when it came out. So I don't know how old I was. Maybe 4 or 5, 6, something like that. Anyway, so this is beautiful. It almost reminds me of a Halloween colorway.
That's what I was thinking whenever I saw it.
Yeah, because it's got lime green and gold and let's see, purple and black and white. But yeah, so this is Bond, James Bond in Goldfinger.
So I got, I'm really excited about this one. This is Animal Dreams. And this, I believe, is from...
Look how that when you held it like that, that is a good...
That's perfect. That's true to color.
True to color, right there.
Yeah. This is from her collection, I think, based on female authors. And Animal Dreams is a book by Barbara Kingsolver, who's one of my favorite authors of all time. My favorite book by her is Poisonwood Bible. Have you ever read that one?
Mm-mm. I know you've talked about it, but I've never read it.
I actually had to read it for school for like a dystopian chapter. A dystopian... lesson unit, yeah. And so I went out and I bought the book. So this is the cover I think it's based on. So it's pretty close. It's got the orange and the pinks and the blues and the greens. Yeah, and my bookmark is a Miss Babs tag. So yeah, I'm working my way through it. It's really good so far. I don't think it's better than Poisonwood Bible. And I also really like Prodigal Summer and Flight Behavior. But if you have a chance to read her books, they're fantastic. So Animal Dreams, this is a self-striping colorway, of course, just like most of her colorways. All of them, right?
Nope. If you look at the tag, I think this is really cool.
It's circles.
Circle.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it. Wait. There we go. You can see where it says self-striping, variegated, or... But gradient? Yeah, gradient. And so this is self-striping. All 3 of them are self-striping.
Yeah. So Desert Vista Dye Works, my first ever.
Yay! I love Desert Vista. You know, she's got that thing where you can knit socks for each. You knit a sock.
Oh yeah, I've seen people do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to go next or me to go next?
No, go ahead.
I have a lot of stuff this week.
This is another lovely mailbox, post office thing. Huh?
Yeah. This is my prize package from the Tour de Fleece. Because she's so wonderful. Every single person who posted a finished, like, there's a progress keeper in the back. I didn't even notice. Every single person who participated in the group and posted, like, a collage of all their finished work got a little prize package. There's no quotes, it's a prize package. So I got a couple ounces of Icelandic roving from her sheep, Mikey. And... yeah, from Mikey.
Here's the tag from Mikey.
And a Blaine Fleece and Fiber pen. And a little progress keeper.
Cute.
Yeah, so I think that's super, super generous of her. I know she has 4 sheep. And every time that you order from her, she tells you which of your sheep the fiber came from. She does natural fibers and dyed fibers. So I think that's super neato.
Mikey had some... What Icelandic? What kind of is that? What kind of wool is that? Is that a softer wool?
I think it's like a Shetland. It's like a little more coarse. Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So more of a hard wearing wool.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know that much, but that's what's coming to me off the top of my head.
Cool.
So I have 1, 2, 3 more things.
Go ahead.
How many you got? You got one more thing?
Just one.
Just one. Okay. So this is
yeah, I went crazy last week.
Yeah. This is my Knitology sock club that we were talking about earlier. I actually have unsubscribed because whenever the whole debacle was going on where it got shipped to the wrong address, I messaged them and I said, you know, I emailed the post office, what should I do? And they never messaged me back. It was like 2 or 3 weeks and they didn't message me back. So I went ahead and I canceled and I wrote why I canceled And then, I got an instantaneous response because I was a little short with them. I'm like, I tried to get in contact with y'all and y'all didn't contact me back.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, we're so sorry. We have no record of this. And I'm like, well, I have an email that was sent to me after I sent the first complaint. But anyway.
Whatever.
Yeah. It is what it is. I'm going to use that money to buy hand-dyed. Like it's $20 a month with shipping. And I like some of the yarn that I got, but I don't love the surprise factor. I kind of like knowing what I'm getting, which is probably the main reason why I unsubscribed. But this yarn is, this is the Knitology Sock Club. This is extra extra on her sport weight base. And it's pretty. It looks like a Dalmatian, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like it.
Yeah, it's a sport weight. I've never knit sport weight socks before.
I have.
And it's 100% superwash merino.
Pretty.
Yeah. It's got a vinegary smell to me, though. What do you think?
Not so much. Was it damp?
No. Inside joke. Yeah. I have 2 more things, Michelle.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep going.
That's fine.
Okay, so this is some fiber from Three Waters Farm, and this is their Summer Jubilee colorway, which was their TDF colorway. And this wool is...
TDF is Tour de France.
Tour de Fleece.
Tour de Fleece. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is superwash merino and nylon.
Anywhere.
And I think it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. It's about 4 ounces.
Oh, that is pretty.
And I ordered this. I was thinking about ordering it. What really cinched it is I saw someone on Instagram, and I cannot remember who, but I saw it. Spun this up with long repeats and then 3-plied it and then knit a pair of striping socks.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that is what I'm going to try to do. Hopefully.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
I love the colors.
Yeah, but I mean, I have a bazillion things to spin, and my wheel and my spindle are still full.
But you're going to keep that in a package or something so that it doesn't become a playground?
Yes.
This too?
Yeah. This is my last thing for this week. And it's going to be crinkly, so I apologize in advance if it bothers you. This is fiber from Fondant Fibers, which I'm not going to open because once I open these, they're not going to go in as pretty anymore. And these are Rolags in the Summer Sky colorway.
So they always remind me of cinnamon rolls.
They do, don't they? And it's not showing up. They're kind of washed out, but
they're really pretty pastel.
Yeah,
colors.
they're very pastel. I love pastel colors. And they're hand-carded Rolags. I don't remember what fibers they are, but it looks like there's some silk.
Yeah, there's some
and
shiny
some merino.
bits.
Yeah, probably silk and merino.
Very pretty.
So, and then she also sent me a little sample and a stitch marker.
Oh, how cute that stitch marker is.
I know, it's cute. It's a little bicycle. And this is Rambouillet, I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that, and Secret Garden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Crinkle, crinkle. Yeah, so I have so much fiber. I really need to stop spending money on fiber because I have a lot, and I'm not really spending any right now, especially with the Ravelina games.
Is there a spinning metal?
There probably is, but I don't really feel like spinning.
Not feeling it?
Yeah, not feeling it. I want to make a sweater. I want a sweater.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can spin into the sweater.
Yeah.
Well, my last little bit of Throw Me Something Mister for this week is da-da! Princess Bride mini skein set. Robin threw this at me.
Thanks for winding.
For helping her prepare the
We wound
the
70 minis in 2 days.
So this is the colorways. They're As You Wish.
Well, show the back so they can see them better.
Okay. So I don't know what they are in order.
Okay. As You Wish, Anybody Want a Peanut, Inconceivable, The Cliffs of Insanity, Prepare to Die, Prince Humperdinck, Humperdinck, and Storm in a Castle.
Yeah, so this is a, excuse me, a mini set that I got from Robin, and this is my absolute favorite movie of all time. So I've been searching projects. I want to do some sort of striped shawl and put all these colors in it. So yeah, this will be coming soon. I don't know when soon, but
it's going to be fun to weave in all those ends.
I'm okay with ends. I have no problem with ends.
Would you do them in that order?
I don't know.
Because I put them in, I try to pay attention to detail. So they're in the order of the quotes as they come in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a stickler for details, I guess.
Well, yeah.
But,
But I don't know if I really care that my shawl is like that.
Yeah.
So I haven't really decided how I want the colors to play out. But I do know that this will go into a shawl at some point.
So those are actually sold out. I had 10 sets and I've sold all of them. Well, I sold 9, and then this is number 10. But I will be dyeing them again at some point. I just don't know when. School's about to start. Not next week, but the week after. And I'm taking a good number of hours, so I don't know how much time I'm going to have for dyeing.
But
so
I love it.
We'll see. We'll see when I dye them next. So I think that's it for Throw Me Something.
I think that's it.
That's it for everything.
I can't think of anything else. Like we talked about earlier, the Olympics start tonight, and so Robyn and I will be watching the opening ceremonies and casting on, and I'll be glued to the TV a lot of the time.
Yeah.
So
I don't like sports, but I love the Olympics. I don't know what it is.
Well, see, I like sports. I don't like all sports, but I have always loved the Olympics.
There's just something about it. Like, I don't care about people running, but whenever they do it and it's like all the different countries, I'm like, I want to watch. I want to see who wins.
Yeah, I think it's the fact that it's all the different countries coming together. I mean, because I'll definitely watch things on the Olympics that I won't watch if it's just on TV regular. But there are still some things I'm not going to watch. I'm just like, I just don't get into it.
I'm really excited for the equestrian events.
The equestrian is cool. Love me some gymnastics. Love me some swimming, and I love diving.
Oh my goodness, there is this Chinese swimmer who everyone's like, oh my god, he's so hot. So I got to show him to you and see what you think. He's supposed to be like the most amazing person. I forgot his name, but I'm going to show you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what he swims?
No. I want to say the 50 meter, but that doesn't sound right.
No, there's a 50 meter.
Maybe that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, 50 meters isn't that much, but it is a lot.
It's just one length across the pool.
Yeah. I don't know anything about swimming.
Oh, I love swimming. No, I have been watching Olympics as far back as I remember. Now, the first time I really, really, really remember was, I think, when I was 16, and watching the 76 Olympics in Montreal. And I fell in love with 2 people in that Olympic Games. Greg Louganis, the diver Greg Louganis, and Jim Neighbor. Okay, he was a backstroker. I think he was English, but So yeah.
So I'm gonna go swatch, and you're gonna go figure out what you're gonna knit.
I'm gonna go figure out, do I want to try to get as many medals as I can, or do I just want to have some big project? I think what I'm going to do is something mindless. Now that I'm thinking and I'm talking. Mm-hmm. If I'm watching TV, I don't want to do any lace.
That's why I think the Madewell is good, because I know how to construct a top-down cardigan. Like, I know the basics, and it's just stockinette. There's no fancy bits to it. Yeah,
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some mindless knitting. So I may find me like
socks. You haven't done socks in a long time.
I know, but I'm not feeling socks right now.
Probably.
Well, I know I'm going to do a hat, because I do have some.
You showed it last week.
Yeah, I've got this color left, and since I'm on Team TARDIS, you get a laurel for knitting something that's in a color of the TARDIS. So this will work. So I'll probably make something with this. I gotta weigh it to see how much I have in here. If it's enough for a hat, I'll do a hat.
Yeah.
And then I want to do something else mindless. I might do a shawl. I've got some really cool Janina Callio shawls that I recently purchased that are just basic, knit some pearls and some yarn overs. Just not doing any lace, I think. But anyway, I have to decide if I want to go for lots of medals or, what.
Yeah. So, if you're doing the RAVE Olympics, let us know what you're knitting. I love the RAVE Olympics. It feels like knitting Christmas,
Oh, yeah. And it's like every 2 years. So it's like, I look forward to it. And I hope they do the pins.
I heard they are doing the pins.
Yeah, I haven't seen the information about it yet.
Yeah. The last one was really cute with Bob with the little hat.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yeah. So come tell us what you're knitting. We're curious to know. And we will be casting on tonight. I think I'm going to play with the new Instagram story and see if we can do like some live stuff. Not live, I guess it's kind of like live stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that. Robyn showed it to me last night.
It's like Snapchat.
Well, see, I don't do the Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't really either, but I do like, the reason why I don't do Snapchat is because I have to go to the other app, but now that it's on Instagram, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, but what's the difference between just doing an Instagram video?
The Snapchat is only available for like 24 hours or something.
Why do you want it just to be available for a short period of time?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I can see if it's something you really don't want out there, but I'm not one to put something that, you know, that needs to be like not safe for posterity kind of a thing, because I'm not doing any.
I guess it feels more informal. Not that Instagram is formal, but like once you put a post on your Instagram, everyone can see it forever, unless you delete it.
I don't have a problem with that, because I mean, I'm not going to put anything out there that I'm ashamed of.
Yeah.
That I need to hide.
Well, I'll play with it and see. We'll see. So, yeah, come let us know what you're knitting. And we will see you next episode.
And prize winners, if you are watching, please get in contact with us. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and we'll ear burn all the winners. So you'll get a message that you won something. We're not going to make anybody have to watch the episode. I know some podcasters do that, but I mean, we'll put it in the show notes. Mm-hmm. So you will get a little message that you've been talked about. So congratulations.
Yeah.
So physical prize people, message Robyn, and pattern prize people, message me.
And I think that's it for this week.
All right.
So we will see you next week. I hope y'all have a good week.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.